Hey everyone, how are you guys? We're going to be getting started in just 2 minutes. Just want to make sure this is only my second time using this platform, which is Webinar Jam. So I just wanted to make sure everything is working correctly. And last time I had a technician who helped me. Today I'm on my own. We are on our own. So we'll see. We'll see what kind of trouble we can get into. But hopefully it will work seamlessly. So we're going to get started in just a minute. I just want to give everyone a chance to hop on. I know it is lunchtime for many of us in California. So I just want to give everyone a few more seconds to hop on. If you have questions or comments, feel free to enter them in the chat room. And I believe everyone should be able to enter that in. Again, it's my first time doing this on my own, but I think it should enter in there. I hope it can, because I love when people talk to me. We are going to be doing a little slideshow so I can go into more depth and you guys can kind of see things a little bit better. So sometimes when I communicate, I talk too fast, so it helps me slow down and become more clear. So we're going to be using that. So when that is on, I just want you to know I can't see your comments. So if you have questions, if you wouldn't mind just staying till the end, I will click back over after the slideshow is done. It shouldn't take too long. And I am more than happy to stay on however long I need to answer your questions or chit chat with you. So I'm happy to do that. So anyway, it is time to get started. You guys ready? Let me start off by telling you a little bit about me, just really quick so you know who the heck I am. But I am Midori Verity. I am a relationship coach and a lifestyle coach. I'm also the best-selling author to Secrets to a Kick-Ass Marriage and show host to the Ultimate Relationship Show. And today we are going to be talking all about you. And the cool thing about this is my passion is all about helping couples really find that inner excitement there and rediscover who they want to be as a couple and creating a new path and a more exciting and happy and connected life for themselves. That is what I do. That is what my strength is. That is what I am known for. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. 2 steps to help you start on that process and really kind of change your mindset. So let's go ahead and get started. You guys ready? I saw a couple of people hopped on. This is my first time by myself using Webinar Jam. So if there are any little glitches, I think there could be a couple little stalls in time as I switch back and forth with the slideshow. If that happens, just stay with me. It shouldn't take more than a few seconds, but apparently that can be an issue. So let's go ahead and see what happens right now. Where am I? Here I am. Present to everybody. Let's see what I did. Did I sign out, sign in? Hold on, you guys. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. You gotta love these live things and this technology stuff because you just never know what's going to happen unless you are an expert. And I clearly am not an expert, but I think it's working. Second to load. Okay, here we go. So this is what we're going to be talking about. How to live life as a couple with more passion, excitement, and love, because that is truly what most of us want. But what I want to do is start off by asking you a few questions. Do you feel disconnected from your partner? What about anger and frustration? Do you feel more anger and frustration than you do feel love right now? Do you wonder what happened to that dream life you grew up thinking about once you got married or once you had that right person, it was going to be perfect? What about your self-esteem? Is it not where it should be? How would you like to know how to get all of that back? How about living your dream life with your partner? How does that sound? I'm going to show you all of that. So hold on, let's get to the next slide. Okay. So have you ever wondered what it would feel like to wake up every single day feeling loved and connected to your partner? To live life with passion, energy, and a fearlessness to achieve amazing goals? And to feel unbelievably sexy, not only to your partner, but more importantly, to yourself. So, for just staying till the end of this webinar, because there's so much important information that I want to make sure that you guys get, I am going to give you a free gift. For those who stay till the end, you will get my couples blueprint to the ultimate life. In here, I go through the whole outline of what it takes to have that ultimate relationship that we all want. Never given this away for free before. I am today, and that's only for those of you who stay till the end. So a little incentive. But how would you like me to share a proven method for achieving the life you've always wanted with your partner? How to design a life filled with passion and happiness and excitement, one that's on fire. And how to have a partnership that's supportive, loving, and able to overcome any obstacle that comes in your way. You're about to discover my two-step system, which I promised you to live happier and more successfully, and how to achieve any goal that you set your mind to. I'm going to show you that blueprint. And those communication tools for your mental toolbox that you can use starting today. I promise that by the end of this presentation, you're going to realize you have the control to make your life what you want. And what I mean by this is so much bigger than just focusing on your relationship, because when you get that control over your own life, everything is intertwined. And once you've grasped that, you'll notice that you have the control to take your life where you want to go. It's amazing. And at that point, you can soar. So what is a thriver relationship? You're going to hear me talk a lot about thriving in 30 days. It's amazing what you can do in 30 days, but that's what we're going to be talking about a little bit today. But how would you like to wake up excited about your life every single morning and wake up feeling that love and filled with passion and purpose because you know that you're living your dream life with your partner? What a thriver relationship is, it's a lifestyle. It is a permanent way of thinking. It's a permanent way of living. And what the Thrive in 30 for couples is, it's an accelerated virtual program where I guide you through the steps to easily achieve all of this while improving your communication, adding that fun back to your life, and building your inner sexy. How would you like to have that starting today? So why? Why would you want to have a thriver relationship? Here are just a few reasons. Do you want to have more intimacy and a stronger connection? Do you want to have more money? Married couples make 22% more money. Do you want to look and feel your best? Have the highest confidence? What about fighting less? Are you sick of fighting? And lastly, do you want to have more fun with your partner? I see so many people think, oh, I'll start tomorrow. I'll start the next day. I'll start whenever. I'll start when I have more money. I'll start whenever, when I have more freedom. You guys, the time is now. And I love this quote. I found this quote. A year from now, you will wish you had started today. 12 months, 1 month from today, if you start on this two-step program and become a thriving couple, you will notice such a change within 30 days. Within a day, you'll start feeling more control. The time is to start now. So let me go into a little bit more detail about me, just really quick. My husband and I, we've been together for almost 30 years, and I have to say we have really, really figured out the secret formula to having that thriving marriage and life. This is from trial and error and from working so damn hard to make sure that everything goes well. It is not easy. I will be the first person to tell you it is not easy to have a thriving relationship, but we have figured it out. We have worked hard. And as we go on more, you'll see how I've developed this and how I have come out with those bumps and bruises and really made it work. But I've also spent countless hours and years studying the thought leaders, the psychologists, the relationship therapists, the mind and body experts to help us change our mindsets, to make things permanent for that lasting lifestyle and behaviors that we want, and how to overcome all those challenges that get in our way. We all have them, and it's amazing how easy it is to get over those once you understand how it all works. Here is a lifestyle that we've established. I just want to show this to you really quick because, again, we have worked really hard to create this dream life. And it's not perfect, but it is pretty darn good. And these are the ways that we've done it. We have an amazing life. We go traveling a lot. We are a family that plays together. And I feel like we have, all four of us have a very strong relationship. We bike ride, we go to Tahoe, we go to Hawaii, we go to Mexico, we go play in the water. We do everything together and have a lot of fun. But this is something I want you to all write down. My husband and I make a point of going on little mini vacations and doing a lot of dates. I know you've heard this before, but we have made it a priority since the beginning. And I hear all kinds of excuses such as, oh, we have kids, we don't have a good babysitter, we don't have someone we can rely on, we don't have the time, we don't have the money, we don't have this, we don't have that. What you won't have after a number of years is you won't have a relationship if you don't take the time to do this. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to spend a lot of time. Just take a Sunday and go do this. Make one day a week the day that you really connect. Plan mini vacations. This is what we have always done, and it has worked. 30 years later, we are more connected than ever. We have that thriving relationship. And I'm going to go on more how you guys can do this, but you have to make it a priority. So write that at the top of your paper, big fat letters. We must date. Okay, so let me just tell you, I told you that there have been bumps and bruises along the way, and it happens in every relationship. But when I turned 40, this was kind of the moment where I realized something needed to change. I woke up with this huge amount of just insane dread, almost like someone had taken all the dark clouds from the sky and put them on my shoulders, and they were heavy. And I will tell you, I did not want to get out of bed. I did not want to do anything. I just wanted to stay there and just go into some kind of false world. I just didn't want to, I just couldn't get out of bed. What it ended up being after I thought about it for a while is I realized, wow, I'm halfway through my life and I am not where I want to be. This is not the dream life that I had planned on. I really, quite frankly, at that point was super unhappy and very disappointed in myself. I realized that I was aging. I was not the fit, energetic person I once was. I was no longer throwing as many parties as I once was. I didn't feel as attractive. I was really, the point where it really hit me though was I was so disappointed in myself. When I was young, I had all these aspirations and plans, and I wasn't there. My husband and I had had a company together for, I think at that point, 15 years. I was absolutely, from the tips of my toes to the end of every hair on my body, burnt out. All I wanted to do was run from my company. I didn't care anymore. I hated it. I just did not want to be involved with it anymore. But my husband refused to sell. So over time, my resentment towards him started to build. I was angry at him. I blamed him for the predicament that I was in. And I started to grow detached. This went on for about 6 months until the point where I realized, you know what? I'm sick of being depressed. I'm sick of feeling negative. I'm sick of being unhappy. And at that point, I became 100% determined to take charge and take control and find a better way for myself. And I realized I can't change him. I need to change me. So at that point, I just kind of went into this mental cocoon, and I started reading everything I could get my hands on to help benefit my life and realize what was going on and change. And I started to watch every webinar, watch every YouTube channel I could. Jack Canfield became a huge person in my life. I watched hours and hours of him to realize what was really going on and to find a strategy to change things. But soon that didn't become enough. So I started going to seminars, and this is where a huge epiphany happened. I met a guy named Doug Bench, and he is a brain expert, and he opened my eyes up to the whole world of something called neuroscience and neuroplasticity. And what that is the ability for us to change our beliefs about ourselves, to change that little mental recording that we have that tells us that we can only have a certain amount of wealth, that we can only have a certain type of life, that we're going to be middle class, that we can only achieve a certain career, all of that. And he made me believe that I had the control to change that. So I met him in Florida. I live in California. So by the time I got back to California, I'd already ordered his book, and I started as soon as I got it. I did every single exercise. I studied it. I restudied it. I practiced everything exactly as he said. And then I started looking into more stuff. I've started reading about John Azaraf and other neurosciences, and I just got engrossed. And it's amazing. I have completely gotten control of my life. I have changed everything. And that is why I'm here today with this passion, this excitement, because I know how much you can get control of your life and change it and create the life that you really, really want. And that's where this comes in. The thrivers, just having that freedom. When I was going through this darkness, it was as though I was climbing a giant mountain, and it was hard. I was running into all kinds of obstacles along the way, and I couldn't see very far because there was so much cloud cover. This is what it was like. Finally, I was able to break through that cloud cover, and I saw the beautiful blue sky. And I was at the top of that mountain. And that was my freedom. That represented my freedom. That represented, holy crap, I can do anything I want. I have the personal control to lead the life that I want. That's where all of that's where everything that I'm teaching you, this has been, I've refined everything. All the years that I've taken to get to where I am, I've condensed into a very short period of time, and I've taken out the best of what really, really works. And that's what this is all about, to help you create the freedom in your life to get to where you want to be. But I will tell you, I see the same challenges in so many relationships from just doing this for so long and coaching so many couples. I see negative communication patterns. You fight a lot. People don't know how to reach to the point where they just can't get back to where they want to be. They don't know where to start. Financial stress is a huge burden. And I see couples growing so far apart that they end up leading different lives, and anger and frustration start to build. My Thrive in 30 for couples, this whole program, I'm debuting this now. I have a lot of other programs, but I'm debuting this because this is 30 days long. And there's an amazing amount of what can change in 30 days. I promise you, in 30 days, you will have control. You will have a path to where you want to go. It will become clear for you. And that's what I want to help you with, how to overcome the challenges so you can finally be free to live the way that you want with your partner, and learn how to take that control and accelerate the manifesting of your dreams. So what's different? What is different about a thriver's relationship? For one, I have tried every part of this. This is not just based on theory. This is just not based on some psychological study. This is based on tried and true and tested ways of teaching and learning. That is what this is about. This is also about a lifestyle. You can go to a therapist, you can go to a psychologist, and you can learn the tips and tools to overcome certain communication patterns. But it is not a permanent lifestyle. What I teach you is a lifestyle. It is a sexier lifestyle. It's a more engaged lifestyle. It is a more connected and exciting and fun lifestyle. That is what I'm all about. I have a community, and that's what we do. We work with couples on creating this and living your life to your best self. That is what's different about this Thriver's relationship. Here are some common myths that I hear. This won't work. I can guarantee it will work. Is what you're doing now working for you? It'll take too long. You can start changing things starting today with the tools I'm going to give you, but within 30 days, you guys, 1 month, you will see profound changes and you will be on a new path. It costs too much. Let's think for a second the cost of divorce or going and seeing many therapists and many or psychologists and the emotional toll that it can take on you. It won't last. Everything I teach you, everything that all my courses, whether it's this course or any course, I implement the whole study of the neuroscience, the mind-body connection, that mindset, so that it becomes permanent. I totally believe in that. And that is what we work on. Or that you have different goals as a couple. That's okay. I'm going to show you how you can still have different goals, but reconnect to support one another as a team so that you are working together and it's exciting and it's fun and you're supporting one another and you can get to your goals much, much quicker and on a much more fun path. So let's get started. Let's start on those 2 steps that we talked about, the 2 steps to getting to that Thriver's relationship. So, mindset. Mindset is the first and number one part of all of this that I keep on talking about. So what that means, I want you, if you guys have not gotten out paper and pen, go ahead and do it now because this is when you're going to want to take some notes. But mindset is everything. It's really about a choice. I made a choice to change my life. It is your choice. You can choose to have that positive mindset or that negative mindset. And I will tell you, there are countless studies that show those with a positive mindset are the ones who are most successful in life and in their careers and in their relationship. There's something called emotional intelligence. That's what we work on quite a bit. I can't go into too much detail about it because we just don't have the time right now. And it takes it takes a few days to really get that. But that is what it's about. And this, we're going to go into more detail within this webinar, but I want you to make sure you make a point of positive mindset versus negative mindset. Number 2, goals, setting up goals. This is how you break out of that boredom rut. It is so important. I'm going to go a little bit more into, in a minute, we're going to talk more deeply about goals, but goals are what it takes to keep your relationship exciting and fun and getting to that point where you both want to be. And it doesn't have to be something that's too big unless you want it to be big. Maybe you just want to change your job a little bit. Maybe you want to go into a whole new career. Maybe you want to live in a new home or go on vacation. It can be anything, but I'm going to show you how to do this and show you how to do it well and how to overcome those obstacles that get in your way, such as, I can't go into a new career because I don't have time for new school. I need to go into schooling and I don't have the time for it. That's an obstacle. There are ways to get over mental obstacles, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more. So let's talk about this. It's all mental. It starts with a visualization, but also you have to commit. You have to commit to your relationship 100%. Both of you preferably commit to it. But whatever you do in changing your relationship and changing your life and changing your mindset, you have to make 100% commitment towards it. So I want you to take your time. I want you to really think about your perfect relationship. What's it mean? You have to be able to see it mentally to know what you're going after. So close your eyes for a second and think, what is it that you really, really want in your relationship? What does the perfect relationship look like to you? How do you feel? What do you do on a regular daily basis? How does your partner treat you? What's your home look like? Think about all of that. Picture the life that you want. Where do you want to live? What do you want? What kind of vacations do you want to go on? How much wealth do you want to have? What's that wealth going to get you, more importantly? Gratitude, attitude. This is huge. I'm going to give you a tool right now. Make sure you guys are writing this down. This is huge. Gratitude, attitude. So my husband and I, we go through periods. There's something called perpetual arguments. And what that is, every couple has them. I think it's 69% of all of our arguments. If you've been together with someone for a while, I think 67 or 69% of every argument that you have will be something that keeps on recurring. And what that means is that it's pretty much an unsolvable problem. And my husband and I have some of these, and we had one that recently happened to us, and I was so angry at my husband. It made me literally sick. My stomach was upset. I was so angry. And in fact, the next morning I woke up and I was a little bit nauseous, and I had a tenseness throughout most of the day. And finally I started thinking, okay, what would I do if I was coaching someone else? What do I have in my mental toolbox? Oh, gratitude, attitude. How this works is you start thinking of the things that you're grateful for. You'll be shocked at how well this works. So what I did, I was at the point where I was so angry with him, I had to go deeper than just thinking of what I was grateful with him at first. So I started thinking about my kids. Okay, what am I grateful with my kids? Oh my gosh, I love my kids. My kids have done well in school. They are good people. They love me. We have so much fun together. And just started thinking about those kind of little things. And then I started thinking about my life. Okay, I have a car. I can get to where I need to go. I have a beautiful view out my window at work. Just little things. And what I started to notice immediately, my stress level went down. I started to feel happier. And then at that point, I was able to take it to my husband and think about what I was grateful for him. And when I was able to step back and think more clearly and realize what I was really happy about with my husband, there's a ton. There's way more things that he does for us or for me that I love. And this little problem, it became a little problem in my mind at that point. I was able to put things in perspective. So remember that gratitude attitude. Think of all those things that you are grateful for, and it will change the way that you approach things. It will make things more clear so that you can approach your partner or whoever you're talking to, your boss, whoever, with a more clear, focused, helpful mindset. And you will see that you will get much further. I hope you guys wrote that down because that's huge. Okay, and then making it permanent. When you start practicing this on a regular basis, you want to picture what your perfect relationship is. You want to picture what the perfect life is for yourself. You want to keep using the gratitude attitude on a daily basis. Maybe when you first wake up in the morning, take 5 minutes to visualize this. Or when you go to bed, visualize this. And it will they say 21 days. You have to do everything for 21 days minimum, and it will start to become permanent. Okay, I was not going to talk about communication, but because I saw the survey and I saw how important it was to you guys, I am going to go into this because this is a big issue for, I think, almost everyone who signed up for this webinar. So here are some little tips for you guys. Turning in. What this means is that when your partner's talking to you about anything, even if you don't care a lick about it, what you want to do is just take a quick second to turn towards them, acknowledge what they are saying to you, and then say it back to them in a nice, thoughtful manner. So, for instance, my husband loves football. I could care less about football, but he loves it. It's who he is. He was a quarterback in high school and college. So sometimes he'll talk to me about the game when he's watching it. So let's say, for instance, he said to me, "Oh my gosh, Jed York, he's the owner of the San Francisco 49ers. And my husband really doesn't care for him." So what I can do in response to him is say, that stinks that Jed York is taking the 49ers on this path right now. And I really hope that he gets a clue so that things can get better. That's it. How long did that take you guys? A few seconds? Those simple things. I acknowledged what he said. I responded to him positively. That is incredibly important. To have a thriving relationship, it's really about the small things and doing them consistently. That is what it takes. And when you do this, you'll start to notice your partner does it back to you because they feel good and they will reciprocate. Okay, next thing, avoid doormatism. What this is when one partner, maybe you, maybe your partner, when they want to not create ripples in the relationship. So they avoid saying what they really want to say, what they're thinking. They just kind of stay mute or very quiet about it instead of speaking up and saying what they think. So what I mean by this is you don't need to yell and scream, but you do need to take the responsibility to let your voice be heard when something is really bothering you. And before it gets to the point where it's become huge. Although if it has become huge, before you approach your partner, use the gratitude attitude, get a clear mind, put it in perspective, and really think about how you want to approach your partner. But make sure you do it. Even if you have to really think about it, but do not be a doormat. If your partner's doing it, encourage him or her to speak up to you, and you will have a healthier communication and you will be able to solve problems better and you'll become more connected. Okay, this is the third thing. I don't have a ton of time to go into this because this is a big issue. We hit on it a second ago, but I'm going to hit on it really quickly. Recurring issues are those perpetual problems that we have. So just real quick, the way that I want to give you some tips on this is usually this happens when you have a perpetual problem, something that keeps recurring. It goes deeper than just your partner's being an ass. It is, sorry for my language, but it's true. This goes back to childhood. So you want to try to understand where your partner's coming from. And the best way to do this is to ask questions. Don't assume. Ask questions of your partner to try to dig deeper to find out why he is feeling so strongly about the way that he responds to something that really bothers you or this perpetual problem. And then at that point, that doesn't mean you have to agree with them, but at least you have more understanding. So make sure you ask lots of questions because then you can start to empathize more with them. Again, doesn't mean that you have to agree with them, but you can agree to disagree. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But in our program, we go much deeper into this because this is a big issue and this can cause a lot of couples to divorce. Okay, but let's go into something a little bit more fun. Goals. This is what keeps your relationship going and making it exciting. And this is super, super important. So discover your dreams together. We talked a little bit earlier about visualizing what your perfect relationship is, what your perfect life is. Talk about it with your partner. Sit down, have coffee, have a glass of wine, take the time to talk about it. Make it a fun meeting, a fun date where you just let your minds go and you talk about what your dreams are. So maybe your partner's unhappy in their life right now and they want to change their career. Or maybe you guys have a dream of going to Europe. You haven't done it yet and you're like, oh my gosh, we would love to go, but you're thinking of all the obstacles in your way. Don't let those obstacles get in your way yet. Talk about the dreams, your biggest dreams. And then once you really come up with what you most want in life, create your blueprint. Write this down. Remember what I said in the beginning. If you stay till the end of this webinar, you will get my couple's ultimate life blueprint if you stay till the end. So this kind of outlines it for you, but that's really what you need to do to achieve your goals. And creating your blueprint to how you're going to get there is what makes it tangible. You have to have your action steps to get there. This is key. What's even more important are your 90-day goals. I talk a lot about this. I teach a whole course on 90-day goals because studies show those who are the most successful in their careers, those who are uber successful, are the ones who create 90-day goals, not 30-day, not a year long, not 3 years, not 10 years, but 90-day chunks. I go into my program more and we really talk about this and make this huge, but this is how you take something that is monumentally hard or seems impossible. The 90-day goals are the secret. That's how you get there. There's a whole science behind it, and I work on that with you, but create your blueprint and then set them up with 90-day goals. And make sure you celebrate. I was just talking to one of my employees today. I have a few different businesses, and I was talking to him, and he was saying how he doesn't have much money to celebrate anymore, and so he's trying to pay off all his debts. And I said, you got to find a way to do it. Every week you have to do it with your partner. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. So as you discover what your dreams are and you have your blueprint and you're working on your 90-day goals and you want to make sure you do it by the week, that you get together with your partner at least once a week to celebrate what you have achieved. This will create your momentum to keep going. This is a Tony Robbins quote: where focus goes, energy flows. The more you focus on it, the more it happens. So true. Okay, so as I said, I want to make sure you guys are celebrating and sharing. Go on vacation. I want you to smile again once you even write down your goals, once you come up with your goals, you'll notice that all of a sudden you're a little bit more happier. You're going to wake up happier tomorrow and more excited. Celebrate every moment. You don't know what tomorrow brings. You don't know what the end of the day brings. Celebrate every moment. Be grateful for the time that you're here. Start with that positive mindset. So important. And I want you to live sexy and happy. What that means is take care of yourself. Work out, eat healthy. You will see how that changes your whole life. This is all, I told you I'm all about the lifestyle. These are the parts of the lifestyle to live the most incredible, thriving life. You have to do all these things. And does any of this look bad? No, but this is really what you have to take the time to notice and do. Okay, so I am hoping that you will be one of my new people in my program, my Thrive in 30. I'm going to go into a little bit more, but I really want you to be my next success story. At this point, I want you to close your eyes a little bit, and I want to help you get more into that visualization so you can wake up more excited tomorrow. So I want you to close your eyes and imagine what it would feel like. Actually, take a deep breath first. This is huge. Let's take that cleansing breath and just relax a little bit. I want you to close your eyes and feel what it would feel like to experience passion at a whole deeper level, even better than when you were first dating. How would that feel? What's it look like? What's it smell like? What's around you? What would it feel like to wake up every single day, energized, hopping out of bed, knowing you're getting closer to your dreams and your goals? Now imagine you're creating that amazing, happy, and healthy family that you so desire. Imagine waking up every day, living life, loving it, loving your partner, laughing all the time, laughing way more, and smiling from your inside to the outside with your partner again. Take a second to really soak this in. Think of what the smells are like, what you see around you. Okay, you can open your eyes. How would you like to have that lifestyle, that thriving relationship and lifestyle? You absolutely can, and you deserve it. So in my Thrive in 30 for couples, This is where I took a bigger program that I have and I condensed it into 30 days. It's part of my Jumpstart program, and I work with you on this myself. So it's the most comprehensive. It's super simple and easy. You don't have to go to a counselor. You do it all from home. It's done in 30 days, and we do this together. I am going to be with you for those 30 days virtually. This is going to be a 5-week program, and it's starting very, very soon. So what it's designed to do is to help couples and individuals have a deeper connection, have increased passion in romance, communicate using the modern communication system, which I talked about a little bit, but I'm going to make sure that that's a big part of our program because I did see how important it is to so many of you, and to build your maximum confidence. And I want you to feel your best so that you have that thriving lifestyle. Again, what makes us different is that we are a lifestyle. We are not a temporary, this is not a diet. This is a lifestyle. So here's part of what you get in the 30 Days to Thrive program. You get my goal setting module where we go deeper into everything that we just talked about. You get my 90-day action planner. This is what made it so much easier for me to achieve all these crazy ass goals that I have. You also get my success formula where I give you video and I help you learn how to do the 90-day goals even easier. And the cool thing about this is that this is on a membership program. It's in a membership site where you can go. If you want to go revisit it a year from now, you can. It will always be there with the videos. All the videos from our meetings will also be there. You get my Jumpstart support video, and you get discounts or bonuses to my live events. Here are some of the places that we have planned to go to: Bahamas, the wine country, and Sedona. Those are just 3 that we have currently planned. It's amazing. If you're part of my program, you get an exclusive invite to go to those. Retail value is $197. Okay, this is so important. I made it its own slide. My 90-day action planner. Again, I told you that you can achieve any kind of goal, no matter how big it is. I am the example of that. This is how I've been able to write a book, how I've been able to create so many programs. This is how I've been able to coach so many couples. This is how I've been able to change my life from a point where I felt like I'm always going to be at the, where I only can make so much money, where I can only have a middle-class lifestyle. I've changed all that. And this is my secret sauce, was my 90-day action planner to help me make things into bite-sized pieces so they didn't seem so scary. And it kept me focused. You get this. You get my own 90-day planner. Value is $35. That's what I sell it for. This is starting very, very soon. It starts June 20th is our first virtual meeting. So you get 30 days of my guidance. We're going to meet every week for 5 weeks. The value of this is $299. I am going to help you be successful on this program. That is why we're going to meet every day. I'm going to be through the meetings. I'm going to be giving you even more teachings, more mental tools for your mental toolbox, things that you don't get just from going through the program. You are getting so much more value, and I'm going to make sure that you are uber successful going through this. And in 30 days, you are going to be amazed at what you accomplish and the new mindset and your new blueprint to your entire life and your relationship. Here are some other things that you get. This is Dr. Angelica Christie, and she is amazing. People come from all over the world for her teachings. She is a internationally recognized transformational healer and coach who has dedicated her life to helping others. She is also my personal friend, so she has been so generous to give us 3 transformational audio CDs. One is Living a Healthier Relationship. Another one is Attaining Your Dream Life. And the third one is Escalated Confidence. These are the things that help you get to that subconscious level to help make all your changes permanent. You're going to hear me talking about this a lot. This is what separates me from all the other programs, from the therapists, from the psychologists. This is what makes it different. So this is part of that whole system to make your lifestyle and what you believe much, much different and change that mental recording in your brain. Remember I told you we have something planned, something secretive, something special planned for the Bahamas? Guess what? Dr. Angelica Christie, that's where she lives. We are going to be going and visiting her. So that's a separate program. But if you are in my Thrive in 30, you get an exclusive invite to that program. And so the retail value of this is $150. And remember, I told you I added in the modern communication. That's something I just added in. I'm going to be giving you some very cool tools that really, really work because I am a real person. I am not a study. I am not something that is clinical, that has been studied in some kind of room somewhere. I have tried and tested and taught, and I'm the real thing. I'm the real deal. So I know what works and what doesn't work. Okay, so here is a lowdown of what you get in the Thrive in 30 for Couples program. You get my 30 days of guided coaching, value $299. You get my Jumpstart program, which is $199. You get the 90-day action planner for $35. Also, this is in your membership program, so you can download as many of these as you want. You get my modern communication system, priceless. I didn't tell you, the secret Facebook group. What that is, what I mean by secret, you may not know what that means, is that is no one can see who's a member of it. So that is your safe zone. You can come on there and talk with me, with the other members, and you can feel safe there. You can discuss whatever's going on, whatever questions you have, whatever celebrations you have. On Facebook, regular Facebook, you don't want to always put that in because people don't want to hear it. This is the place to celebrate. This is a place to be honest, to come for help and get it right away. We are all very supportive, and that's what that is. You also get my positive affirmations video. I don't think I talked about that. That is part of that mental restructuring, that mindset to get you to where you want to be. And you get Angelica Christie's Optimum Hypnosis CD set, value $150. Total value for all this is $683. So let me ask you, if all this system did for you was give you one strategy, just one, that brings you closer to your partner, would it be worth it? If all it did for you was help you break out of that boredom rut and have a more exciting relationship, would it be worth it? Would it be worth it if it helped you to wake up every day feeling more connected and more in love with your partner? Just that. Would it be worth it? The total retail value for this is $683. Your risk-free investment today is only $297. This is limited, and I'm only going to be offering this for 24 hours because I want action takers. Because I know that those who take action right away are the most successful. And those are the only people who I want in my programs. I want people who are dedicated, who are ready to thrive, and are committed to making this work. I don't want people who come in half. That doesn't work. You have to be fully committed. That's why this is only available for 24 hours. And here's another part to show you that I only want committed people. I will give you 100% satisfaction money back guarantee. If you're not happy, then if you go through the program and you're like, you know what, this is not what she promised, this did not work for me, then I am more than happy to give you all your money back. But I want to see that you did your homework. So you just have to take a picture of it to show it to me, to show that you actually did it. And I'm so confident that if you are doing all that homework, that you are going to be more than thrilled with what you accomplished in the 30 days of this program, that I would be shocked if anyone ever came back and asked for their money back. But just so you know, I want you to feel confident that if you don't feel that you got the value, I promise to give you all your money back. So anyway, you can go to midoriverity.com/let's_thrive if you are ready to get started right now. But I have some more bonuses for you. This is Brad Davidson. He is our bonus guest number 1 who is going to be part of the program with us. He wrote the Stark Naked 21-Day Metabolic Reset. He is amazing. He works with celebrities such as Joan London and many others. He has worked with the Navy SEALs. He was hired by the government to work with the Navy SEALs. They are about as badass as you get. He works continually with top-end CEOs and corporate leaders. He helps people to become more clear, create more, through their body and mind and health, to have more energy, to have more brain clarity, to kick up their metabolism. I have worked with him. That is why I invited him to be part of our program. And he jumped on it because he is absolutely dedicated to helping couples. You'll hear more about his story, but he's amazing. He and his wife, but he is going to be part of our program. And you can go onto Facebook anytime and ask him questions and he will be there. But the value of that is $150. I think personally it's more than that, but that's what we're valuing it at. And then remember, I told you, I want you to feel good from the outside in and from the inside out. Jennifer Schultz, she is the founder of Jennifer Schultz Style. She is a stylist, a celebrity stylist in LA. And she is going to help you get your signature look so that every day when you walk out, you feel great. So if you've been feeling a little bit frumpy or not quite put together, which I'll be honest, all of us go through that. She is going to help you develop your signature style so you feel great every time you walk out, and you will be able to achieve more, because I do believe, although you need to feel great from the inside, your outside, what you put out to the world, is also important. So she's going to help us with that. So she's our bonus guest too. Value of Jennifer is $150. Again, I don't think that's true. I think she's worth so much more. But you get Jennifer as well. Does she look familiar? This is Shalini Videra Potts. She is everywhere, and we are so lucky to have Shalini part of our program. Shalini, let me just give you a few little tidbits about her in case you haven't seen her, but she's all over TV. She is a beauty and mind expert. She has created a huge empire. Her first business, she took it from a $21 million valuation within 24 months. Since then, she has created a beauty empire, if that wasn't big enough. But she travels the world. She is constantly on the go. And talk about a thriving relationship. She and her husband have an amazing relationship, a kick-ass relationship, and they do it all. And she has been incredibly successful. But she's on the Today Show. She's on The View. She has been on the Good Morning America show, on Dr. Oz, it just goes on and on and on. And the best part about her is she is a mind and body expert. So what she is going to help us with, she's going to help us learn how to use meditation to accomplish our goals. When I've talked to her a number of times, I've interviewed her and I've gotten to know her, and can you sense my giddiness at having her involved with us? But she is the one who taught me the importance of getting to that one of the people who's taught me to getting to that subconscious level through meditation, because that is where she said, once she learned how to use meditation correctly, everything became easy. Accomplishing her goals, being able to do all these crazy things that she does, being able to come up with new products, being able to run a massive business empire where she is all over the place. And she is quite a bit of money, but she's able to do it all through meditation, and she is going to show us how to do it. Remember, I talked about Sedona as well. If you become part of our program, you are going to get private access to that. We will expose you to that. She and I have some exciting things planned, but the value of having Shalini with us is $500. She's amazing. Okay, so let's go over this. You get the 30 days guided coaching. If you're still here with us, hopefully you've already moved on and you are involved right now so you can start on the program. You get my Jumpstart program. You get the 90-day action planner. You get the secret Facebook group. You get the positive affirmations video, the modern communication program, the Angelica Christie Optimum Hypnosis CD set. And you get access to these 3 experts, Brad Davidson, Jennifer Schultz, and Shalini Videra-Potts, and exclusives to our live events. You get discounts and exclusive little gifts to our programs. The value of this is almost $1,500. Once again, I have to ask you, do you feel that you are worth this investment? Are you ready to make that change starting today and waking up tomorrow knowing that you are on that right path? All you have to do is go to the website above, midoriverity.com/let's_thrive. The time is now, you guys. Take the action. Do not wait till next year. It may be too late for your relationship. Next month may be too late for your relationship. So once again, the total retail value is $1,483. Your risk-free investment, remember, you get a refund if you are not absolutely 100% happy, is $297. That's it, you guys, that's it, to change your life. So go ahead and take the first step right now, midoriverity.com/let's_thrive, and let's do exactly that. Let's start thriving. I can't wait to meet you guys. Starting June 20th is when it all happens, but you will get my Couples Ultimate Life Blueprint starting today. If you have stayed till the end, you will get that. I will send that to you right away. And let's get started on this new lifestyle. I can't wait to help you. If you have questions, go ahead and put them in the chat box. Let me see if I can get out of this. Hold on, you guys. Exit. Okay. Let's see. We're getting closer. Hold on, you guys. I think I am coming back. Do I still have screen share on? No. Okay. I am back. If you guys have questions, feel free to enter them in the chat box, and I will answer you back. But more importantly, go ahead and if you have questions and you want to take it offline, if it's something that's private, you can always email me, midori@midoriverity.com. And I look forward to seeing you in my Facebook group, my secret Facebook group, and really helping you guys thrive. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope that you have gotten a lot of helpful hints so that you can take this back to your relationship and start thriving. All right, you guys, have a fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you very, very shortly.